Stream.
Excellent.
Hello everyone, Sess right here with Silly and Miro for Final Fantasy XI. We are starting off at Mission 25, where we left off due to Japanese midnight and running extra long last week. Hopefully we don't have that problem, but Miro's giving us a nice wave. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, Silly has dressed up specially for today. He is a behemoth Moogle, an odd amalgamation of creatures. Though I don't actually know how that would come about.
If you believe it can happen. It should probably change if there's going to be a cutscene, because I'll just look foolish.
Well, there's nothing wrong with looking foolish.
Oh no, the door closed on me. Alright, here I come.
I guess I'll do the same. Equipment. No, I don't want that. I don't want this. There. Alright. So we gotta go talk to Naja Salaheem. We're gonna start off and go right till the next Japanese midnight stop.
Well, if it isn't Silly, keeping your nose to the grindstone. The choices.
I never liked the word grind. Let's do it.
Alright. Afraid of getting your hands dirty, Private Second Class Silly? You really ought to be feeling some responsibility for the future of Salaheem Sentinels by now. Good for nothing, black-headed. But enough of that. You want to hear something strange? Recently, I've been floating around on a cloud of calm. And I'm sure you're aching to know why. You see, the company Erden's has finally begun to live up to my expectations. And it's about time. Those days and nights of painfully building up a reputation for my budding enterprise have finally paid off. I can sense that the universe is rewarding me for my effort. Things are gonna be okay from now on. I'm certain of it. I'm even starting to think about showing some gratitude toward my faithful employees. Miro.
Miro! Silly! Over here! Ever since the Windestian ambassador left, President Naja has been completely focused. Nothing but work, and more work! Her head has been filled with nothing but the sound of clinking coins. Her dedication to running of this business has been even more pathological than usual. So now, seeing President Naja in this tranquil state is unsettling, to say the least. She barely registers the existence of anyone around her when she gets like this. Oh? Was there something you wish to discuss with the President? For I, Aphmau, am here to answer all your queries and doubts. I feel I owe you a favor, after all. Now, what's on your mind, Miro? We're supposed to say Aphmau.
Okay, let's say that then.
Aphmau? Oh. Oh dear. President Naja! President Naja! President Naja!
What? How many times do I got to tell you not to rail in my ear like that?
I've neglected to bring a very important matter to your attention. My most humble apologies.
Well, what do we have here? A gilded envelope stamped with the seal of the two-headed serpent. Signed in the hand of the Grand Vizier? Addressed to Miro? You've been singled out by the palace again. Do you mind if I take a quick look at this? Did you show up today because you had a feeling this would be arriving?
That's right, or I had no idea. Alright.
Well, you could have fooled me. This here letter is a personal summons from the Grand Vizier Rafad himself. We've come up in the world now, haven't we, in this private second class? From the looks of it, His Excellency requires your presence pronto. You know what you gotta do. Then why are you still here? Are you trying to bring the wrath of the entire palace down upon us? Are you trying to cut into our new profit margin? Or yeah, I've worked too hard to have this company's reputation ruined by the likes of you. Now scat!
Oh, what does that have to do with scat?
I'm running away.
Alright.
She's so scary.
She's pretty scary. Alright, Seal of the Serpent, so we did that. Let's go to the Imperial Gate and go see the,
The scat.
yeah. Time to visit the Imperial White Gate.
Oh no, you stopped moving. That means you're still moving.
Yep.
I was like, Mirror doesn't just stop for no. That's what I've started to try and remember is that you don't stop for no reason. It just means that you're not stopped. Like right now, you're not stopped right now.
That's true.
There you are. There you are again.
There's Matu.
See no more.
Alright. So. We're supposed to click on the white gate, but we probably have to unequip our weapons, but let's try with that. I don't care what business you have with the Imperial Ward. No one bearing weapons will be allowed to pass. Be on your way. Alright, so you gotta unequip your weapons.
Alright. What?
There you go.
There we go.
So next week we'll get you set up with the hitbox.
Oh yeah, I tried setting up this morning and I'm not sure if I succeeded, but
We'll have you going next week.
okay.
You want to know what's behind the gate? This gate leads to the Imperial Ward. You may only enter by the grace of Her Magnificence, the Empress, or if you have Al-Zabi citizenship. What's this? You say the Grand Vizier has sent for you? Not so fast. I have to check this with my superior.
His favorite thing to do.
Very well. You are free to pass through the gate. The Imperial Ward lies on the other side of this wall. Watch your tongue in there, mercenary. Sellswords.
But I'm also a blue mage. Why am I not in the Immortals?
Sure. We meet again, mercenary. Miro. Silly. Wasn't it? We are once again in need of your impressive talents. According to the report we received from Salaheem Sentinels, it appears that Miro is entrusted with the duties not only within the boundaries of the Empire, but across the very region of the Araja continent.
Would you agree to this evaluation?
Yeah, the report's accurate. Be that as it may, we have seen not the slightest response from the astral compass you carry on your person. Gatsad of the Art Urgan Archaeological Research Institute was most disappointed by the lack of astral candescence readings. However, we have no intention of abandoning our search for the candescences. The Empire and the Empress must know peace once more. Our citizens have suffered enough. As a mercenary on the front line of battle, you, as much as anyone, should understand the importance of our mission. Rabon, the details of the mission, if you will.
Sir, I trust you remember the court puppet master. Lady Aphmau has disappeared from the palace grounds. This was some days ago. From your expression, I assume this is the first you've heard of the matter. Considering your recent involvement in events...
That's actually me.
No, fuck you.
From your expression, I assume this is the first you've heard of the matter. Considering your recent involvement in the events, we thought that perhaps you might. It appears we shall have to widen our search area. I leave this matter in your capable hands. The Serpent Generals require my presence.
Sir, they really should not have so many names that have lots of syllables and also begin with R.
Yeah.
As you have probably guessed, the Grand Vizier wishes to track down the whereabouts of Lady Aphmau.
We believe she set out to search the winding tunnels of Adua for her lost automaton, Avjang. Najing, her other automaton, is missing along with his mistress.
We have already sent Rishvi of the Immortals to recover our wayward puppet master, but I am dubious of his potential for success.
If she learns that an immortal is on her trail, she is likely to go into hiding.
Miro, I give you these orders in the name of the Grand Vizier. You are to return to the Adiwa subterrane and assist Rishvi in his efforts to locate Lady Aphmau. I will communicate the details of the mission to your company. Do not fail us.
Too late for that.
What if I already did?
Exactly.
I failed you yesterday. Alright, time to put my weapons back on before I forget.
Yeah, no joke.
Crappy weapons.
Okay, weapons on. Now let me go figure out exactly what we have to do next. Alright, let's head out to the Wajaum Woodlands, G7.
Don't tell me what to do.
But what if I like telling you what to do? So today we might end up having to do some Dynamis.
What's Dynamis?
The most fun thing.
Maybe that way I can get some more pieces of 75 gear.
Yeah.
That I can like start working towards doing things with. You know, this is the thing that I hate the most about Final Fantasy XIV. They give us too much stuff. They're like, here, have all the things you can possibly do, and you're like, why would you give us so much content at once, you asshole? Why would you give us good things? There's too much of them.
And yet people complain excessively about not having anything to do.
That's because people don't want to do everything, and also, well, some people do, like me, but people don't want to do everything, and then they burn themselves through it in the first couple of days of the patch. It's like, how about go stick your head out the window, or don't, you know, you don't have to. There are other things the store needs to open.
Exactly. It took forever. Alright.
It's like they used to say in the WoW loading screens. Bring your friends to Azeroth, but make sure to go outside of Azeroth too, or whatever.
I'm pretty sure FF11 had that same,
Yeah, FF11 was like, we don't want you to have bad test scores, so don't play this game all the time. Japan. Or something like that.
It was like, bring your friends to Vanadil, but remember to go outside of Vanadil sometimes too.
Yeah, we don't want your family to hate you. That's what it says. Like something like that.
Yeah, do not dishonor your family.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. That's I don't know if that's still a thing, but in Japan it used to be really big family honor. And I'm not just...
Do you have a mythic weapon in this game?
Do I have a mythic weapon in this game?
No, is that the honor?
It could be. Alright, so we're going to use our abilities here. We are going to mount up on the crab, which Silly has already done. Alright, so we got to go to the ADUS subterranean at G7, which is not bad. There we go. G7 is way over there. Okay, I see where we got to go. Now we have to ride the greatest mount ever. Well, I don't know, the Panther is pretty close to it too. The Tiger.
I do think these ones might be even more funny.
It's just the sheer weirdness of riding a crab. It's like you're holding onto its eye stalks.
Or else would you hold? That's the best place. That's how you control them. You make them look in certain directions. That's how they run.
Yeah. And the music. The music is phenomenal.
You should set it up so that, like, you know how a lot of streamers have, like, stream is starting soon, like, page, right?
Yeah.
You should put that up and then put this music playing in the background.
Oh, if I could figure out how to do that, I totally would.
I think you just have to, like, make a picture, a scene, and then, like, play the music yourself, I guess. I don't know how maybe there must be a program for some people, but, like, I'm pretty sure you could do it that way, like.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Cap, make one of the scenes like a monitor capture of the picture, and then you could put it on your other monitor and then switch over when you're done with it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up because that's a good idea. I think we're going the right way. Yeah. Because this is really good music. Kind of reminds me of Dragon Quest music.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wish you could zoom out a little more in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I zoomed out a little bit more than what I was, at least. But yeah, so next week, Silly, we'll have you set up on Hitbox so that we can expand our viewer base.
Yes.
And get more followers. Completely forgot over this past weekend because it was the end of my vacation. I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
Haha. I got an email at work the other day. It was like, you have 10 hours of comp time. You need to use them before the end of August. And I read it wrong, and I was like, 10 days? I was like, well, I guess I could ask to see if, like, I could just take Fridays off for the rest of the summer. Or take Mondays off for the rest of the summer. And then I was like, wait, that's 10 hours, not 10 days.
What, so it's 10 hours that you get off?
I have like 10 hours of comp time that I guess I got from working overtime that I forgot about. So I have to use them before August or they are gone.
Oh.
So I was gonna take off some time around my birthday anyway, so I just used them up doing that. I used all of them for one day and a part of another day, and then saved some of my own actual time off.
That works. Okay, so we're in the Adea subterranean. We were here before. This is where she kind of got knocked unconscious or whatever.
Yeah.
So we gotta go.
Later on her.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we gotta go to where we were before.
There's my mount.
Huh?
I mean, my new pet, the tree ant sampling.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we want to go there, and then we're gonna go there. G or D, it doesn't matter apparently. Okay, so that's the same as the last time. We just gotta go get to the same spot, get a cutscene.
You got it, dude.
Ah, the music in this game. It's so tranquil. This one here reminds me of FF8 for some reason.
Hmm.
When playing FF8 though, a lot of the music was very soothing.
What about FF13?
FF13's got a lot of upbeat music. And
The
then,
music with Saz. Saz is funk music. It's so good.
yeah, and then a bunch of the music is not very upbeat, it's just got odd lyrics to it. Alright, Michael Hoppers, let's do this.
Oh no. They don't like me.
Eats up a little bit of time when we get to actually go into combat. Eventually I gotta go back to FF11 and continue working on getting my job points. I'm at like 20 something out of 50. Alright. This keycard may aggro us. Man, that treasure goblin in the Acropolis yesterday.
We're like, quick, get it.
So we did
Gained
Acropolis.
like 100,000 gil.
Yeah, it was insane. But we did Aquapolis yesterday in FF14 for the first time, and we did it a bunch of times. And one time the boss, Arquiz, or whatever the fuck his name is, Argies, jumped down like 3 different times, and he's supposed to be a rare encounter. So we go through floor 1, and there he is. Floor 2, there he is. Floor 3, nah, he doesn't show up. Floor 4, there he is. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell are these?
Deforester. They're inside a cave.
Indeed.
What's that to do with forests?
Oh, these are the aggro.
Oh.
Let's fight then. So, and yeah, so we only got to like room 6 was our highest.
I think so, yeah. 5 or 6.
Yeah, we were pretty close to the end, but you know, eventually, you know, you just pick the wrong door and it happens. But it was pretty fun. Like, I like it. I could see that kind of dungeon being expanded upon a lot.
No. I've got to get my gatherers and my crafters all the way up to 60 because once Palace of the Dead comes out, I'm never doing anything else.
Well, you're still gonna raid.
Nope, sorry, Palace of the Dead. You'll be like, hey, it's time to raid. I'm like, sorry, I'm in Palace of the Dead for the rest of the night. See you later.
Okay, so there's a blank spot right where I am, kinda.
This cave tiger is... Nope. Yes? Yes.
I clicked it. You're gonna have to kill it.
No.
I'll wait for you.
I can't kill things on my own. I'm a dancer. Are you crazy? Just kidding.
I'm pretty sure you voiced the first person here, so.
Well, it's you. Alright. No? Yes, I found it. Okay. Alright. I see what's happening. I'm getting a preview. Oh ho ho! Immortals have big clink clink. We be lucky today.
We be so lucky to listen to Wawawoon. Google lucky. Google love sound of clink clink.
Aha! Member 9, Vababoon.
You can be Vavavan.
Well, what a Vababoon. You check Immortals not trying to fool us, yes? Job for Vababoon? Vababoon check. Vababoon. Oh. Ha. Oh. This Immortal not fooling. Vababoon. Aha! Okay. Number 7, Gogaboon.
What?
Search Immortal for Quink Quink.
Okay. Go run going in.
We be bowling and Quink Quink.
Immortal have nothing.
Impossible! Look again!
Gogoron telling you, Immortal be having nothing. Gogoron feeling blue.
Ah! Someone coming? Baboon! Leave the Immortal! We be getting out of here.
Oh, okay. We be lucky another time.
Okay, Bababoon meeting with Bababoon later. Baboon.
Fucking Quakerins.
We slowly step towards the person. I don't want a kindred seal. Is that me?
Yep.
Where? Who's there? Oh, it's you. I wonder how long I was out. I didn't hear or sense anything until someone was right behind me. So much for being an immortal blue mage. I must be getting careless. Who would be bold enough to assault an immortal? But I've wasted too much time already. I have to find... Hey, what are you doing here anyway? You were sent by the Grand Vizier? You're too late. It seems I arrived here after Aphmau had already left. You can still see human automaton footprints all over the place. I'm certain she was here. But I don't think she found any sign of object. How do I know that? Well, I just found her digging footprints heading out of the tunnels as if she had given up. But then everything went black. All is not lost, however. I think I know where she went. Walahra Temple. I'm almost certain she would return there. Let's get moving. Oh, my head's still spinning. Miro, you must return to Alzabi and make sure she's okay. I have to see her before the other immortals figure out where she is. No time to lose.
Excellent.
Bagel snacks.
Alright, so, I was asked a question. Bagel snacks, there he is. I was asked a question while we were doing that, and the mount we were riding on was the crab. It was a crab. Yeah, it's exciting, I know.
Where'd you get that question?
I was asked it on Skype.
Oh, I see.
The other thing is, my dad calls the Quakerns the Jar Jar clan. Warping time. The Jar Jar clan.
Gonna...
Yes, Misa gonna.
You know what's funny is, I watched all of the Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
The animated series. And to be honest, Jar Jar, it feels like he didn't make a lot of sense in the movies, but his character and the slapstick comedy is a lot funnier animated.
I believe that.
Like, his character was like, he had a lot more episodes, and like, he wasn't a bad character. He just was like there, and like everything he did was comic relief. But yet at the same time, he managed to succeed a lot of the time.
Well, even in the movie, he managed to succeed a lot. Like,
yeah, but for some reason in the movie, it was annoying. But in the show, it was funny. It was pretty funny most of the time.
there's some points in the movie when it was funny, like when he got the wires of the one droid on his wrapped around his foot, and he freaks out and starts shooting a whole bunch of guys accidentally. Yes, I think we gotta go to here.
Which way are we going?
To Walahra Temple.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yes.
Remember where we went to go see? Oh, there's a cutscene upon walking in, so.
I'll be right there. I found it on my map.
Oh, that's right. You voiced Nadi.
Spoiler alert. I don't remember this guy. I remember him, but I don't. I got to walk farther than you did. I win.
Loser.
Welcome to Walahra Temple. How may I aid you in your quest for knowledge? Hello, another soul thirsty for answers. This is turning out to be quite the day for visitors.
Greetings! Miro! Silly! This is a coincidence! Lord Naji, please excuse me while I compare notes with my esteemed colleague! How do you fare? Nothing terrible has befallen you? No, no. You need not elaborate. I'm sure you are here to give your weary spirit a moment's respite from the madness of our occupation. Or perhaps it is some duty that brings you to the temple? What, pray tell, lures you within this hall of serenity? I don't think it says what to say, so just what do you want to say?
To speak with someone?
Okay. To speak with someone? One of the philosophers? The court puppet master? What dire circumstance would involve a mercenary in the pulling of strings and dancing of automatons?
The court puppet master.
Lord Naja, is there something we should know?
Now they set mercenary hirelings on her trail. It appears the Grand Vizier has tired of this game of cat and mouse. It was only a matter of time. I suppose I shall have to come clean, as they say. And since you have some rudimentary understanding of Walahra's teachings, I will trust to your judgment. I have given the court puppet master, Lady Aphmau, shelter within the temple.
You have given shelter to an Imperial fugitive?
That is correct.
You have broken Imperial law!
I cannot dispute this fact.
Why would you do this thing?
Some explanation is in order. You see, Aphmau was born a child in high standing, a resident of the palace.
A member of the royal family?
However, her mother passed away when she was but 6 years of age, and the responsibility for her upbringing came to rest with Walahra Temple.
What an unfortunate story. What an unfortunate story! Yet there must be more to the tale if none of the palace were willing to care for her.
Yes, the details are not mine to divulge, however. Her childhood was spent within these walls, surrounded by monks and philosophers. How does such a child... Oh,
How does such a child find the path of a puppet master?
I was not aware of it at the time. But apparently Lady Aphmau secretly learned the art from the street performers who practice it on the way of the devout.
Would not an expensive item such as an automaton have been difficult for a young girl to acquire?
You are familiar with automatons, Gasho?
I must admit to some curiosity.
Then I shall speak more on the subject. Lady Aphmau arrived at the temple carrying 2 of the mechanical puppets. One she received from her mother, and the other from her older brother. Ah, now I remember. At first, the puppets were completely incapable of speech and merely trotted around behind their little mistress. Before long, however, there was barely a moment when they weren't voicing their opinions on everything in sight. This change was accompanied by a return of Lady Aphmau's natural playfulness.
I am glad to hear that. I know only too well the loneliness and uncertainty that comes with being thrust into an unfamiliar environment at a young age.
Indeed. However, there came a day when Aphmau's simple life was irrevocably changed. Yes, it was that day. Lady Aphmau, we have come on orders from the Grand Vizier.
We regret to inform you that on the evening of the previous day, the Emperor's immortal soul passed out of the realm of Urum.
I had not seen Lady Aphmau since that day. There are so many memories that flood back when I hear her name. She is currently within the Hall of Binding. You may speak with her if you wish. The hall adjoins our temple and can be reached through the door behind us.
I shall remain here. There are some matters I wish to discuss with Lord Naja. Sauron's watching us.
Ah, crap, Sauron. Sephiroth.
The astral plinth. It looks exactly as I remember. I was studying day in, day out. The letters from my brother had stopped coming. It was more than I could bear. So you snuck into the Hall of Binding? Yes, with you. And Objang. Just watching the candescence spinning around and around somehow made me feel better. It was like being wrapped in a warm blanket of peace and calm. That was the first time. The first time you talked to me. It was? Nishing, you really are hopeless. That was when I realized that I wasn't really alone. You and Objang were always by my side. And although I couldn't see them, my father and brother were here in the city. And my mother, I'm sure she is watching over you. I am certain. Yes. I decided then that I would become a puppet master like my mother. You slipped out of the temple every night and practiced with those performers. And then Objang began to speak as well. Objang really was the talkative one. Yes, she was. But she was also talkative. She was so talkative I couldn't hear your voice anymore. Well, that was when... You know, Nijing, I have no idea what the astral candescence is meant to be used for. But if the other candescences are found and the Colossus is completed, just like the Grand Vizier says, there will come a day when everyone can be happy again. I'm sure of it. I mean, just looking at this orb was enough to turn my life around. Everything will turn out for the best. Don't you think, Nijing? Miro? Silly? What are you two doing here? Badge flashes brightly. By order of the Grand Vizier? You can't be serious! You're here to take me back? No, I won't go! There are still things I have to do. Go back to the palace and tell them that. Do you still take orders from us? Which one?
Sure.
Now that's our mercenary talking. You may leave us now. Lord Naja?
The immortal Rishvi is here to see you.
The Grand Vizier is on to us.
Lady Aphmau, I'm glad to see you are unharmed. Now it is time for you and Mijing to accompany back to the palace. The earlier you return, the less Lord Rasfad will be angry when he learns.
You haven't made a report?
No, Master Emerging. I thought first to offer the option to Lady Aphmau.
A commendable attitude. Then I shall be pleased to inform you. The Lady Aphmau will not be returning to the palace.
But my lady...
There are tasks left undone.
Lady Aphmau... You still hope to find Avjang?
If you knew that, why do you try to stop us? Rishvi, your face is pale.
It is nothing.
You should return to the Imperial ward and visit the infirmary.
You are very kind, my lady. However...
You'll just slow us down.
And where exactly do you intend to carry out this search of yours?
I'm not going to tell you.
You won't... Please, my lady, it's not safe out there. The Immortals will do everything in their power to return Avjang to your side.
I don't believe you! You think I don't know? The Immortals are so busy watching the Beastmen and searching for Ashu Talif that there isn't a single soul to spare for poor Avjang.
I only thought to...
If I may? Who is this? I am Gesho, a colleague of Miro and Silly's in the employ of Salaheem Sentinels. Another mercenary. I may have some welcome news. Just recently, I was in the vicinity of Mount Zeolm on mercenary business, and at the foot of the volcano, I happened to see a red-colored puppet. And then, this automaton was trotting along the path all alone, but being busy with my mission, I was unable to follow. It must have been Avjang.
One moment, Lady Aphmau. The trolls of that region have stolen many automatons from the Empire.
That is true. Ah, yes, I had forgotten!
You weren't done?
There appeared to be something like moss or lichen stuck to the puppet's clothes. Moss? Could it have been the moss from Etewa Subterrane? I merely present the facts. How you interpret them is not for me to say, only... Yes? Automatons taken to Halvang are thoroughly modified by Moblin craftsmen to follow the orders of the trolls. After this process, they are barely recognizable. No! I would not waste any time if, as you suspect, this automaton was your companion. Yes, thank you. It is time I took my leave of you.
Gesho, to what forsaken wilderness do you travel to this time?
My duties dictate a visit to the settlement of Mamuk.
A dangerous region. Do take care of yourself.
Your concern is appreciated. Until next we meet. Yagdo. That settles it. We go to Mount Zeolm.
Lady Aphmau, if I may...
Rishvi, do you place so little faith in the court puppet master? Time is running out.
I have just received confirmation. This Gesho character has no official orders that involve a visit to the capital of Mamulja.
He was lying?
And that unmistakable presence. I felt the exact same aura just before I lost consciousness in Aidua.
What are you trying to say?
That story of his was nothing more than a ruse. In fact, it's more likely that we'll find Objang in the same place to which he now travels, Mamook.
Then Mamook is our destination. Why don't you escort me as well, Rishvi?
If you are so intent on running headlong into danger, I suppose I have no choice. But what do you mean, as well?
Isn't it obvious? I wouldn't brave the depths of Mamook without my faithful bodyguards, Miro and Silly. Even if she is under the command of the Grand Vizier. Damn you, Sauron.
May the wisdom of Allahra safely guide your steps.
Alright, so give me just a moment here. I need to reset my recording and check a message. Okay.